Hey everybody, welcome back. So, I just got this in the mail. This is the Kazuma Kiryu Yakuza figure, and let's check it out. I was happy to see that they were releasing this figure. I'm a longtime fan of the Yakuza series. I think they're great games. So finally, to see a good figure of Kazuma released, I had to get that one right away. So this just came out. So first let's take a look at the packaging, and then we'll open them up, of course. As usual, we've got the window showing the figure, but we'll take a closer look at him once we open it up. Down at the bottom here, Figma Max Factory X Masaki Apsi action figure series. I know Figma and Max Factory, but I don't know Masaki Apsi, so not sure who that is. This is number 283. Then down here we've got Kiryu Kazuma, so the character's name, and the Japanese name of the game, and the English name of the game. Licensed by Sega, okay, and then we've actually got the sculptor's name, that's nice. And then just over here we've got some really great artwork. A nice dragon Yakuza tattoo style piece, and the name of the game. And then on the top we've got the same information, as well as a nice photo of the figure. Same goes with the side here, he's looking very serious. And then yet again we've got a smoking one of Kazuma, and the same information. On the back we've got various images of Kazuma doing his thing, just showing the articulation. We get a couple faces, that's nice. And then just showing some of the items he comes with. And we'll take a closer look at that in a minute. And then on the bottom all the technical information and what have you. Figma.jp if you want to go check these out. Only 15 and up, okay, choking hazard, got it. So let's open them up, shall we? Okay, let's pop them out of this clamshell thing. First things first, let's just get the accessories and stuff out. So as always, Figma gives you a nice little plastic bag to put the pieces in. I wish more companies would do that actually. Here we've got his stand and all his hands. Oh, tiny little stickers. I think the sticker is for his energy drink, but why did they give me 4 of them? There's only one energy drink bottle. I don't know. And then we've got one of his heads. Oh, looking good. So he's actually got 3 faces. There's one already on the figure. Then the one I opened, and now this angry one. So he's also got his awesome golden gun. I don't think anything moves on this. No, nothing comes out or moves, but that's really nice. Nice paint job on that. This is his energy drink. So I'll put one of those stickers on it in a minute. And he's got 2 of these tiny cigarettes. Now these are going to be hard not to lose. That's when that Figma bag's going to come in handy. As you can see, they are tiny, and they've actually got a little ash paint job on the top, which is nice. Nice touch. As for his hands, he's got this extra wrist peg here. He has a pair of open hands. He's got his gun trigger hand. He's got his smoking hand, so there's a little hole in there, and I stuck one of his cigarettes through it. That looks really good. And he's got a couple of just gripping hands. Now, except for the energy bottle, he doesn't really come with anything to grip, so I'm thinking this would be good for if you have a sword or baseball bat or something at this scale. You could hold those. I put one of the stickers on the energy bottle as well, so you can see. Looks pretty good. I guess I could put another one on this side, huh? Just to make it go all the way around. Either way, nice detail on that. So let's take a look at the figure himself. Here's Kazuma. His suit is almost a little bit rubbery, so that's good. That gives him a bit more flexibility, so you can see. As well as his shirt. So if you can look up in here, so I think they did that so if you want to make him bend, sit down or something, that's not going to get in the way. His crotch, I just noticed too, is actually a soft piece as well. Once again, giving him more flexibility like that. His suit is almost, I don't know if that's going to show up well on camera, but it's almost like a little bit silvery. It's got a bit of a shine to it, more than just a regular fabric. nice detailing on it. So he's got his little buttonholes and all the buttons are colored. His belt. Look at those shoes. They've got a bit of a like animal pattern or something going on. We can see his cuffs here, and then the buttons, and then the back. So looking at his face, he looks kind of like the younger Kazuma that you would see in the first game. He's not the old man that we get later on. They did a nice job, like with the goatee and his eyebrows and the shading under his eyes. It's all very soft. It blends in really well. And then he very much, I don't know how to put it, but he has that Sega face. That Japanese Sega game character face. It's really distinctive. And his hair nicely detailed. Oh, it slicks back together there. If we pop his face off, let's try to switch it out. So that just comes out like that. Horrifying as always. And to put the other one back in, we'll just slide it back and push it shut. Yeah, so this is a friendlier Kazuma. Almost the same, but just a little kinder there. It's actually impressive that they decided to give us such similar faces with just a tiny little difference. That's good. His eyes are very different though. And then the last one is his angry face for fighting. And yeah, all three are really nicely done, actually. His skin tone, and even like the skin tone on his hands, has this really soft look to it. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's nicely done. Like, his face almost seems like it's printed on, which it probably is. But it gives it this really soft, almost skin-like look. His collar is pliable as well. Honestly, I don't really know what's going on with his fist hands here. They seem really weak. They're not really... I don't know. Something about the angle of them. I've been trying to play with it to see if I could get it looking a little better, but they just don't seem very imposing. Like, I guess he looks okay if you're posing him like that, but just something about them look like really weak fists. So to switch out a hand, you just gently pop it off here. Like that. Pick the one you want to put in, and just give it a little push. And then you can have a nice smoking Kazuma. So looking at the articulation, he's got some okay range in his head. Look side to side. Looking up and down is not... Definitely he can't look back very far, but he can look down pretty good, which for this character is important. He's also got a joint at the base of his neck there. I guess to give him a bit more lean, but it doesn't seem to do too much. In there he's got a waist crunch. So you could kind of get him sitting a bit. Because it's the rubber jacket, his arms are able to go out pretty good. And then when they're down, it actually looks alright. It lines up pretty well. So you get some nice range there. Straight out. Straight back. He does have a fairly big gap there, but I think most people are going to pose him with his arms probably somewhat down, right? So, looks alright. He's got his elbows, so his arms can go up really high. I will say that's kind of ugly, that big cut right there. Would have been nice if they had blended that a bit more, but really not too bad. So up, down, side to side. In his torso, he can also kind of pop up and down, so if you need extra bending, you can pop him down, and then when he's standing, just pop him up. And to give him a more normal look. Same thing goes for his hip, so you can pull his leg out a bit to get some good extra range there. That does look kind of strange though, huh? And then just pop him back up. Without popping it out, he still has some good range. And then this fake crotch piece can move around. His knees have really good range. You can almost get his knee up to his chest actually. Or have him doing a high kick. He can kick himself in the head just about. Although I wouldn't keep him too long in one of those poses because probably after a while it'll start to permanently bend this rubber. He's also got the rubber on the back. And yeah, the back of his knees are kind of ugly too, but you're probably not going to really see that, so I don't mind. Then for his ankles, he goes back a little bit, not too much because of the cuff of his pants. He can go forward, and pretty good side to side. He can hold his gun nicely. You could get some nice action poses with that one. You could also have him enjoying his energy drink. Look how happy he is. So there you go. There's the Kazuma Kiryu Yakuza figure by Figma and Max Factory. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in a comment below. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye-bye.